have some exciting news. First of all, we have a baby bunny that lives under our deck. And I think it is just adorable. Every time I come out here, he or she gets frightened and runs over closer to the deck. But isn't that adorable? It's tiny. And I'm just going to let it be. But I just think he's so cute. Look how small he is. But the exciting news that I have to show you is on the other side here. I have put up a new greenhouse, and this is dusk, so the lighting might not be ideal, but here we are. You can kind of zoom out. So it's actually a polytunnel. I did start out with another greenhouse that had built-in shelves. And when I put all the plants in, it was about to topple over with the weight. So I opted for something different, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. My family ended up helping me set it up because it is just not a one-man job or one woman. So let me take you up here and show you what we've got. I've got my big Opuntia on the outside here, and Linen Hans on Desert Plants of Avalon also have the same type of entryway, bookended with cactus, and I thought it looked nice, so I have that here as well. And I have put down a rubber floor mat here, and they just piece together, so there is a little bit of an edge around the perimeter. But that's okay. That grass will die back. But here is the exciting part. I have these two really long tables here for all of my cacti now. And between the other greenhouse and this greenhouse, they've been undercover for about 2 weeks. And they look so much happier. My fuzzy plants have finally dried out. Their hairstyles are looking really nice, if you can see. I think they've been wet all spring and all summer. But I have the Cereus type cacti here. And a couple of different mixed dish gardens there. And I found that a lot of my tags, because they were out in the elements, are faded. So I'm going to have to redo quite a few of the tags. There's my big pad back there, my big Opuntia pad. And I have the small one next to it, which ended up being trimmed in half, but I think it's definitely taken. And so I started with the Cereus cacti here. And this has enabled me to organize things. And I have my Opuntia grouped here. There's my Gumby Opuntia in the back. And lots of different cacti here. The Opuntia cylindrica. And then I have my Echinopsis Dominos plants, my big one, with all the buds that haven't come out yet. It looks like I have one seed pod here, but the other ones are buds which haven't bloomed yet. So we're going to have a second bloom on that. Here are some pups from that one. And here's a smaller one. And then moving over here, I've centered the Mammillaria collection. And they're all here, lots of different types. A couple of them I'm guessing are Mammillaria because I haven't completely identified them yet. But some of these were from the drugstore haul, and they have just tripled in size. It's really amazing once you start to take care of things, how well they thrive. So those are the Mammillarias. Oh, and I have my Echinobivia rainbow bursts there in the back. And over here I have some golden barrels, Pharaoh cactus, And then the golden barrels are echinocactuses. So those two, I believe, are golden barrels. That's my big guy in the back. And then in the front, I have my Golem jade cuttings, thinking of condensing those into one pot and making one nice big pot out of that. And this is a new little guy, which I didn't even do a video on. Unfortunately, this one got damaged from one of those cactus flowers, the straw flowers. But that's a new fuzzy one. Let me see what that one's called. That is a snow pole cactus, Espotoa lantana. So that's a new variety for me. And I have my Nodo cactus over here, just a couple of those right back there. This was the one I did surgery on, and it's got 4 pups. And this is a new one. I put this on Instagram. I took off a straw flower which had glue all over the top, and I found that it had real buds under there, including this one, which is quite developed. So I'm hoping those all bud up, but we'll see. And here's a couple from my drugstore hauls. I have my dish garden back there. And these are my dragon fruit seedlings, which I harvested from an actual dragon fruit from the grocery store. And I have my living stones. And back here I have my Adenium obesums and I think it's called a Pachypodium at the end there. And then I have room in the back of the polytunnel greenhouse. I'll just be calling it the greenhouse, I think, for some taller cacti. And those are my Trichoceros pachinoides. And like I said, everything is looking really happy, and it's finally drying out after months and months of rain here in Maryland. And there's my fire sticks euphorbia, looking good. And let me just scan you over on this side. I have some shelves set up, and this part of the greenhouse does receive some shade because we're up in the woods. So the right side is a little more shady, and that's where I keep my seedlings and some of the aloes and haworthias and gasterias, which don't like to be blasted all day with full sun. But those are those guys, and those are some Echinopsis Dominos babies that are starting to look full grown. They're 2 years old, so they're getting pretty big. Over there, and just a couple more succulents over here. So primarily I have cacti, but I am hoping that I can do a better job with my succulents now that I have a greenhouse and they won't be overwatered. That's my spice cactus at the end, looking happy, and Echeveria. And this is some type of crassula, the stacking variety. So that's it, guys. I am thrilled that I finally have all of my plants under cover, and I'll be able to control their environment more. But that is it. And the sun is coming through the back. It's about 7 o'clock. The sun is setting, and they're still getting some nice sun here. And here we go. You can hear the tree frogs chirping. But they are all looking very happy, and I couldn't be happier with the setup. And there we go, guys. So welcome to my greenhouse setup, and I'm looking forward to bringing you in here often. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.